Hello and welcome back to Anime Recap. Have you been listening to sirens a lot recently? FBI through every door, but not yours?
FBI, open up!
Well, that is because you have not watched Spy X Family yet. Definitely a show for people like us who hasn't touched grass in ages, thus not even knowing what having an actual family is like. That is pretty sure why you clicked on this video.
Yeah, boy.
This is one of the highly rated shows, and it has a story so fun that it would always keep you on edge of your seat and catch you off guard. Whether it is by suspense, action, comedy, or Anya. If you are one of your weeb friends who haven't seen the show or read the manga, then we got your back. In this video, it will be explained as a brief recap of the show so it would be easier for you to get into. Whether after that you want to watch or not, that is up to you. So let's get started. Keep in mind that in this anime there's only one spy and the family is not really a family, so the name of the show is just kind of doesn't add up, or does it? The show starts off with the patriarch of Forger household, Twilight Sparkle, but known as Lloyd by people that know him. Working as an undercover agent, a spy for the Ocelot has 12 bulletins. I mean, Lloyd pulls of his job for the secret agency perfectly every time, but he had no idea what is to come. The most scary thing of life? Family. Anyways, has been tasked to gather information on Donovan Desmond, but this task was not going to be the usual type. He has 1 week to make a family, get the child in the school where the son Desmond would be in, and use the child as a way to get to him. Making his trashy plan, he books an apartment, head to the child convenience store to get a kid because he can't pull no bitches, and have a child in under 9 months and rest of the time for the child to grow. So it was his resort. As with every store with grumpy owner, it has no return policy, and we meet the reason of FBI sirens. Anya, the peanut-loving little girl that somehow tricks Lloyd into adopting her. Anya is a telepathic child, so it is better if you stay away. Testing out Anya, Lloyd finds out that she is just an exasperation, a fancy word meaning very annoying. Anya gets kidnapped by our spy's enemies, and Lloyd nicks a way to get her back. After rescuing her, Lloyd tells Anya to report to police, but Anya decides to stay with him. And this is where the bond of father and daughter began. After that, Lloyd tries his best to get Anya through the entrance exams, but she wanted to just use her telepathic powers to cheat her way through. Things really did not go her way, but she managed to pull through. Getting into school, now it was time for part 2. Getting a wife. It's something that even Ricardo Milos can't pull off in just a week, so he had to find a way. Even as he tried, luck was just behind him, with a fateful encounter with an assassin, Yor, who is a simple employee in the morning and Templar Slayer at night, keeping the both lives together, making her coworkers think that she is just a scattered brain. Luckily enough, she happens to cross paths with Lloyd. They both needed each other without knowing, Lloyd needing a wife and Yor needing a boyfriend to go to a party with. Agreeing to go with each other's ways, when Lloyd says that Yor is his wife, she gets the butterflies and is totally in. And that is really where things start to go painful for Lloyd, because Yor does not know how to wife, and Anya is just a spoiled brat who just wants to watch spy shows even if Lloyd tells her the engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever. But this family is kind of unlike other majority of anime. It is a family that has not given roles by blood and to roll with that, but rather is a family that builds their relationship through trial and errors, which does make it quite cute in a way and comedic too. What does make it different is that they are kind of sane in a way. Broken, socially isolated, orphans with dark history to it. But when they are together, things really light up for them. Yor loves Anya to bits. None of the members have any obligation to stay like a real family, but rather the three decides to stay together and be together on their own free will. And it does make the cuteness factor into diabetes, but you really start to get in the feels as you get to know the characters in their depth. Starting with the most beloved character of the series, Anya Forger, a child who had lost her parents and been through many families and orphanages. Being rejected for who she was, Anya became rather a distant child from the society, not really fitting in anywhere. Having her love for spies and looking at them as heroes, wanting a life of adventures like a child, reading the mind of Lloyd, she was desperate to find a home once again. Little did she know what was coming to the little angel of a devil. Despite being annoying and messing up, she is a sweet child and lovable too. In the end, Everyone wants a home even if they don't know it. Coming to the mother of the family, Yor is kind of a ditz herself, but she has a reason for all of this. Being socially awkward does not come from just her character trait, but rather because of what she does, killing the Templars. She lives a life of an assassin for money, and she works in Berlin's City Hall publicly as a cover for her exploits. Because of that, she cannot tell anyone about her skills or life. She is unable to make relationships with other people because there's always a zone she knows she can't let anyone in, keeping her everything a cover-up and secret, even from her brother Yuri, who happens to be a member of secret police, which he also keeps away from her sister so she won't have to worry about him or see that side of him. He is more of a jealous type which would not want to see her sister with anyone, but things take a different take for Yor when she meets Lloyd and Anya. Anya finding out the skills of Yor, and as a child, of course, she would find them waku. Yor being touched by this, starts to open up and bit and teach Anya her ways of defenses and offenses. At first, Yor feels like she is just meddling in, but with time, she warms up and starts to feel like being part of the family, which is a really nice turn of life for her. Last but not least, Lloyd Forger, a war child that is the head of Forger family and an orphan turned to life of spy as he works for the Patriots. Don't know why he doesn't much resort to revolvers, but okay. Living a life of spy has its letdowns, which seems to make reasons he is socially isolated, keeping everyone at a distance because of his work. Manipulation and information is his major. He cannot bond with the people he get to meet and greet every day. Just acquaintances, as Lloyd still keeps his distance, even though they do majority of their tasks together. Living a life like this, he really doesn't have anything to look forward to. But the mission of getting to Desmond by his son Damien was going to be a life changer for him that he did not even think of. The big liar taking a hold of Anya, he had felt emotions that were not to be even imagined by him. Take example from when Lloyd puts effort on Anya to get her past the entrance exam. When she finally makes it in, you can see the joy on his face clear as day, and that is the beginning for his break of comfort zone and letting someone close. With all that said, Anya seems to play the main role here, bringing both Lloyd and Yor together and putting a change in them. Throughout the series, you can see a difference in the family and see them develop. Honestly, this is very wholesome, and this anime really catches the hearts of the viewers. Even the published manga from 2019 had much love gotten to it, and you just can't say no to it unless you are an edgy teenager living in the basement. With that much depth to the story, the comedic aspect and great development, you will feel a part of it and would love to see each of the character evolving and showing their true self, because isn't that what an ideal family should be? If it just was a show too literal about its name, the show A Family Full of Spies would be mediocre at its best. But Spy X Family just makes everything different, which makes it a great start. A great show about a great family. Next up, what anime you want us to review? Comment down below and make sure to subscribe. Sayonara.